weeks, I think. Um, I would want to talk about the AFL this week because there's not much sporting events at the moment. Last weekend, because I did on my podcast when I was on holidays. So this is clearly the games for this weekend. We've got St Kilda Bulldogs on Thursday night. Clearly, Bulldogs are struggling at the moment. They've got Tim English. Tim English is out of contract, possibly going back home if Bulldogs don't sign him a contract. Lobby, former Fremantle Dockers player, and Western Sydney Giants player as well. He's out of contract. He wants to go to a new home. St Kilda, clearly, they've got two of our ex-players there, Brad Hill and Liam Henry. Brad Hill, I think he might be out for this week's game. Henry could be still in, I think, possibly. So we've got that. Let's go Saints over Bulldogs. Friday night at Adelaide Oval, we've got Adelaide versus Essendon. Adelaide just had their first win like West Coast did. They're proving to be a better team now. As well as Essendon as well too. So they're finding their structures as well with Essendon. So that's in Adelaide Oval Friday night. And then we've got the real test on who's going to be a real contender. So we've got Saturday morning Collingwood versus Port at the MCG. Clearly, Collingwood have lost one for injury to retire. His name is Nathan, I can't remember his last name. He's announced his retirement during the week. Port just come off a win by 3 against us. That was a good contest against us, against Port. If Caleb kicked that goal, we could have won it by 6 points. So clearly my head's going for Port because Collingwood and Lockie Schultz and all that are not performing well. As well as that, that's at the MCG, so let's go Power. Carlton and Giants, this is the test moment of all games. Clearly, Carlton, I think they come off a win. Giants come off a win against St Kilda. The only team undefeated at the moment is Giants. I went out last night. You'll be surprised at what I got heard. Carl Landon, a 1992 premiership with the Eagles, and Subiaco as well. He said that Collingwood won't make the finals or even the top 8. They can't make finals this year, clearly because of the structure and the players as well as that. So we'll see how we go with that, and let's see how end up with until round 24 of the regular season. Clearly, I kind of like Carlton because there's a couple of players I like. So this is going to be a test of best players, best team, and so I'm hoping it's a draw in this one at Marvel Stadium. That's at 2:35. Then we got Brisbane Lions. We got Brisbane Lions and Geelong at the Gabba. This is rivalries between these two clubs since 2022, since Geelong won their premiers as well. They were in the prelim for this one as well. As well as that, so Geelong won against them before. against Brisbane Lions. So my expectation it'll be Geelong by, I don't know, maybe 16 points. Tom Hawkins has been really good. Cameron has been really good. He might be up there for the common medal for this year. And Brisbane, they're not doing that great as well. And then that's at the Gabba at 5:30. That won't be on TV. That's not on the actual TV, normal TV. That'll be on Foxtel and KO Sports if you got that. But if you don't have that, you can watch it at the bars around the city or anywhere that's close to home. And so that's Saturday. We've got the Derby this weekend. I said before, we've got a winning streak against them. 5 wins. We've beaten them over 100 points last year. We had a good team last year. We're going to hopefully defend that one even better and stronger this weekend. Sorry, West Coast, but you've guys got so many old players there. You need to retire some of them. Adam Simpson, he's been there for 7 years since you've won a premiership in that 2018 one. If you guys don't do anything good this season, you're going to have to get rid of your coach. Get rid of Jack Darling, because the last few weeks he's been really slow. I spoke to Shannon Hearn. He reckons that Jack Darling has been slow as well. He agrees with me as well. He needs to retire as well, Jack Darling, because he's just not been getting that many goals. Harley Reid, I've asked him about Harley Reid. He reckons he's been one of the best picks for them. Sadly, that North Melbourne should have had him. They're playing a different style of footy this season for West Coast as well, because we know Tim Kelly hasn't been getting many goals or disposables. Gaff could be retiring. He's been slow as well. He should be staying at waffle level as well. So we're clearly favourites. We should find out hopefully today or tomorrow if we get Sean Darcy back. Frederick, it'll be possibly a yes. That'll be an extra boost for us. Like what I said to Sonny, we need to stop Harley Reid. I know he's a new player, but everyone's all liking his new style of playing. We need to stop Harley Reid. We can stop Gaff. We can stop Tim Kelly. We've done that so many times. The last 5 derbies we've won against them. We can do them again. We've got the players to do it. Sharpie has been really good. Will Brodie, I'm hoping he plays this weekend. It'll be Sharpie's first ever derby this weekend, so best of luck for you, Sharpie. And for the rest of the players that gets their first derby game this weekend, best of luck for you all. It's hopefully a good contest in the forward line and the back line. And let's hopefully, once again, 100 and something points over the West Coast this weekend, because we need to win this one, because we lost against Port last week and we lost against Carlton the week before because of the umpires this year. So yeah, let's not talk about that. I've talked about a lot of that as well, so let's hope we can win that one this weekend. So Sunday we've got Sydney versus Gold Coast Suns. These two clubs are pretty much, Sydney are building, Gold Coast. They look like they're a real good side, but they're trying to get their new players to play a couple of games this year, as well as that. So I'm going for Sydney, that one, against Gold Coast. And then the last game of this round, round 6, North Melbourne and Hawthorn. Clearly North Melbourne haven't had a win this season at Marvel. And Hawthorn, they've just had a win as well, I think, as well. So Hawthorn for me, for my tips for that one. And then we've got Melbourne and Richmond got a bye this week. They've got two teams got a bye this week. And then we've got the Anzac weekend next weekend as well. So I'll be talking about that next weekend as well. That's round 7. So the ladder at the moment so far, it's Giants are pretty much 5-0. Geelong second on the ladder. Port 3rd, Sydney 4th, Melbourne are 5th, Carlton 6th, 7th are Freo, 8th the Gold Coast Suns, and then these are the teams out of the 8. So we got Essendon, Brisbane, Bulldogs, St Kilda, Collingwood, Adelaide, Richmond, Eagles, Hawthorn, and North Melbourne. They're the teams that are pretty much out of the 8. And so we've got the NRL this weekend for the men as well. So that's at not at Optus Stadium, that's at NAB Stadium against Crusaders this weekend. I've missed one game this season because I was tired. I'm going to miss 2 games because of the Derby. I'll be having a few drinks if we do win this weekend. And best of luck, Sonny. I hope you bloody kick some goals this weekend. And if you do, I'll be doing the Midland represent for you, Sonny. You've been amazing last night. Thank you very much for having a good conversation with me. And hopefully we can get you on my podcast soon or later. And let's hopefully we get a win this weekend. And the Western Force W girls are in finals. They're playing in Fiji this weekend for the semis. And the Fever had a win, their first win last weekend for the opening season. They're at home this weekend as well. So So my tips are locked in and loaded. Best luck all teams. And all I got to say is, let's go Freo! Thank you very much for listening.